Good morning students. Chapter 2 Health and Diseases. Today we will try to understand some important diseases of the present days. For example, polio. Polio is a highly infectious viral disease and it mainly affects the young children. The virus is transmitted by person to person through fecal air route or by contaminated water or food. The virus multiplies in the intestine from where it can invade the nervous system and can cause paralysis. There is no cure for polio, but it can be prevented by vaccination. Now you have to know what is Pulse Polio Drive. It is an immunization campaign established by the Government of India to eliminate poliomyelitis in India by vaccinating all the children under the age of 5 years against polio virus. It also works by generating awareness among people about polio. Pulse polio uses oral vaccine because it is cheap and it is easy to administer. It reaches the intestine directly and prevents the multiplication of disease causing virus. The infectious disease Dengue. Dengue fever is a mosquito-borne disease caused by dengue virus known as Den1 or Den4 virus belonging to the type flavivirus. Dengue spreads by the female mosquito of the species Aedes aegypti. The symptoms are acute fever and headache, vomiting, pain in the eye socket, which is a very prominent symptom of the disease. Then there is decrease in platelet count which may lead to internal hemorrhage. Hemorrhage means profuse bleeding inside the body. The life cycle of a mosquito. In this picture you can see the adult mosquito lays eggs in the waterlogged places like thrown off tires of the vehicles. These eggs then grow into larvae and then the larva grows into pupae. The pupae then grows into adult mosquito. So to stop the breeding of the mosquito, we have to see that water is not logged in the places in our surroundings. The preventive measures of dengue is shown in this picture. You have to complete the picture in your textbook. The first one you can see, the water containers should be covered so that spread of the mosquito can be stopped. Then the pots with drinking water should have lids. Then clean the air coolers regularly. You can add eucalyptus oil to the water and clean the tray. The small boy you can see, just to show that wear full sleeve clothes because this will help the children from the mosquito bite. The next picture, it is about biocontrol of the mosquito. Guppy fish or gambusia fish feed on the mosquito larvae and help in preventing the breeding of the mosquitoes. Then fumigation, which helps in spraying the insecticides. Then mosquito repellents can be used like mosquito coils or mosquito solutions to kill the mosquitoes, especially in the evening and at night when they are most active. Other diseases caused by mosquito bite. Malaria is caused due to female Anopheles mosquito that grows in clean water. Elephantiasis is a disease caused due to female Culex mosquito which grows in dirty sewage water. Symptoms of malaria: pain in the abdomen or muscles, effect in the whole body, chills, fatigue, fever, night sweats, shivering or sweating. Gastrointestinal problems like diarrhea, nausea or vomiting. Also, there are some common symptoms like fast heart rate, headache, mental confusion or pallor. The person looks pale. Here in this diagram you can see the infected mosquito bites a person who also becomes infected. Through the saliva of the infected mosquito, the germs enter into the body and grow inside the liver, and then it spreads in the blood cells. The next infectious disease is swine flu. Reason for the infection. Infection for swine flu occurs through pigs and humans. The viruses of swine flu spread through the secretions of nose, throat and saliva. The swine flu virus SIV strains include influenza C and the subtypes of influenza A known as H1N1, H1N2, H2N1, H3N1, H3N2 and H2N3. Symptoms of the disease: difficulty in breathing, sore throat and body pains. Diagnosis of swine flu is done when the liquid from the throat of patient is sent in the laboratory. Diagnostic facilities are available in National Institute of Virology NIV, which is there in Pune, then National Institute of Communicable Diseases NICD, which is there in Delhi. In this picture you can see the virus of swine flu. The main genetic material is covered by lipid and proteins. Next disease, AIDS. The full form of AIDS is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. The causative agent for AIDS is human immunodeficiency virus HIV. In this disease, the victim suffers from various diseases due to progressive weakening of natural immunity. The symptoms are person specific. Diagnosis of AIDS cannot be confirmed without test in medical laboratories. ELISA test is used for its proper diagnosis. AIDS can occur through unsafe sexual contacts, perinatal transmission or blood transmission. AIDS was first reported in an African species of monkeys. HIV virus does not transmit due to touching, sharing of food with the HIV infected person or by nursing the HIV patient. Our behavior with HIV infected person should be normal. You can see here in this picture, 1st December is celebrated as World AIDS Day and there is a symbol for it, the red ribbon which is crossed. In this picture you can see the HIV virus. The main genetic material is HIV RNA, which is covered by HIV envelope made up of HIV proteins. Infections through animals. One example of infections through animals is rabies. It is a viral disease. It occurs due to the bite of infected dog, cat, rabbit, monkey, etc. Virus enters brain via neurons. Symptoms are hydrophobia, which means extreme fear for water, fever for 2 to 12 weeks, then exaggerations in behavior. Prevention is timely vaccination. We must vaccinate all the pets with anti-rabies vaccine regularly. In this picture you can see the rabies virus. It is again having the genetic material covered with a protein envelope. Then you can see the picture of symptoms of rabies in humans. The first symptom is high fever, second headache, the third one is vomiting.